Hey guys, one more video from me and I'm going to be filming my May reading wrap up and I'm so excited. I read 9 books and they were all amazing. All amazing and I love them so much and I can't wait to share what I read because they're all so good. But let's get into it. The first book I wrote was Akatar by Sarah J Maas, and this was a reread for me because I was getting ready for A Court of Wings and Ruin, even though I didn't end up reading A Court of Wings and Ruin until like the second half of the month because I didn't do my reread quick enough. The reason that I wanted to reread this one, because most people just reread Akatar, but I wanted to reread this book so that I could really look at it in a different way and give a character that I absolutely love a different light from hating him in the first book and for the first part of the second book, but now I just can read it and love everything about them. But I really did enjoy this. It is a great Beauty and the Beast retelling, which is my shit. I love them, and I was so happy to get back into this world and to all my babies, and it was so good. And I also filmed a book review of my reread thoughts if you want to check that out to see more of what I feel about this book. Then I read Being Nicki by Meg Cabot, and I loved reading this because I got to go further into the story than I've ever been, because I read the first book years ago, then I had to reread it so that I could get into the story, and then I read this one because I'm so excited, and now I have the last one to read and I'm waiting for shit to go down, and I just love my characters and the story is great and I love it. I never thought I would love a book about a brain transplant, but I do. And I read By Your Side by Casey West, and now that's brought it up to 4 books by her. At the beginning of the year, there was only 1 book, which was The Distance Between Us, that I'd read by Casey West, and now I've read 4 of her books, and I'm like, yes, I'm a pro. I'm in it. I am in. I just love Casey West so much, and this book was great. They're locked in a library. Like, what else would you want in a story? But it's just, all her books are very cute and fun and loving, and I love this so much. And I also filmed a book review if you want to check it out, which I'll link down below. Then I read My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton and Jodie Meadows, and this was so freaking funny. Oh my god. This is a massive book and I read it mainly in one day, but oh my god, it was so funny, so good, and I really enjoyed the story. And just Jane and G-Man, they're great. Great couple, great fun, and I love that they're shape-shifting in this book, and I love the history being retold aspects, and I just had so much fun reading this. And I read The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and oh my god, I love this book so much, and I really want to read The Mime Order, but now that's going to be pushed back for a while again. But I really love the story. It was so much fun. Again though, I didn't like it at the beginning for the first 100 pages because I was confused as heck. Even though coming out of this book, I still am. I just got so attached to the characters and the plot and the story and my babies, and I just loved this. It was so good, and I have a book review that's very long with me being confused most of it, but if you want to check that out, that's linked down below. Then I read Akatar by Sarah J Maas, and reread for the win. This is my favourite book in the whole trilogy without a doubt. A Court of Wings and Ruin was great, but just how much this book blew me out of the park is just astounding, because Akatar isn't that great compared to this book, and having it that this book has gone up this level somewhere and Akatar is up there with it, it couldn't really get much better, so it's kind of like a lead on from this story. But just this is just, it has to be my favourite book in the universe, and I will guarantee I'll probably reread it again because I love my babies and the character development and just face in. I can't. Oh my god, Sarah J Maas writes the best characters and stories, and I love everything. I love it. And I have a book review reread for this one as well that you guys can check out too. And then I finally read Akatar. Yes! Sarah J Maas, I love you so much for bringing me this story about Rhysand, because like, I mean, that's all it is. That's all it is Rhysand. That's why I'm here. But I just love this story so much. It's just so beautiful. I loved how everything went. Like, I still feel like the ending wasn't, like, it was kind of a letdown for me. Like, I was expecting more from the ending, and there's a few things thrown into this story that I didn't think were necessary. And I have a book review if you want to see more of my thoughts, because it's very long. It's like 20 minutes long, that you can see more of my thoughts and what I mean by these very vague talking about thingies. So you can check that out. But I love the story. I love that everything's already been developed by the Akatar, so it's kind of a very plot-driven political story, and so big. I read it in 4 days. It's the quickest I've ever read a Sarah J Maas book, and I'm just so happy that I did read this. And all of last year was waiting for this book, and every video I pretty much mentioned it, and now that it's here, I kind of feel like I've got nothing else to live for, you know? It was just waiting. It was, Akatar's coming. It's coming. It's here. got nothing else now. And I read Hunted by Megan Spooner, and this is another Beauty and the Beast retelling, and one that I really loved. It was a great story, great plot. It was a bit slow though, so in some parts I was a bit like, oh, okay, that's a bit boring, that's a bit but I did really like this book, and I have a book review that I can link down below for you. Like, I filmed all the book reviews this month. This is the last one I filmed though, but I filmed so many book reviews. Like, I think there was at least 5 there. 6 book reviews that year, mates. 2 of them are rereads, but still a book review, so I'm winning. And the last book I read was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and oh my god, this is a powerful story and very sad but very powerful. And I just love that even though it's about a very hard topic and about the Black Lives Matters movement, about someone being killed, it still was a contemporary, and it did have like a loving story aspect and loving characters and a loving family, and just there's so much love in this story even though it is a very sad one. And I just, my god, I just really enjoyed this, and I didn't know how much I was going to enjoy it. Like, I knew what it was about, and I was like, I'm going to really enjoy this, and it's going to really matter to me, but I didn't expect it to be so, like, more, I guess, happier. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, a really sad, like, it's just sad the whole time, but there was happiness and fun and love, and I just, oh god, it was so good. I really did enjoy this. 5 out of 5 stars, I gotta say. It was a very good book, and it was really good for bringing out this issue that is out there about people being hurt, and it's just like, damn, everyone needs to read this. Like, I'm telling you, get it in your head. The Hate You Give. These are all the books that I read this month. This is a very big pile. I'm in love with this. Look at the pile. Even though 2 of them were books that I already read, 9 books in a month is very good. And I think you guys can tell that I didn't get to the 2 TBR books that I needed to read. It's just ACOWAR took over everything, so I had to choose, and I was like, ACOWAR? Why am I going to read these books when I can read ACOWAR? So they sadly didn't get read. I'm going to try and read this book next month for the Emoji-a-thon if I have the time, but if not, I'll just put it aside, read all the other books that I have. Like, I mean, I'm still going to keep these, like, even if I don't get to them for, like, years. I still really want to read these stories. It's just so many books to read, and it's so hard to pick what you're going to read. And with the Love Heart, I am winning again because I read 9 and only bought 1 because I am amazing. This book buying ban that I'm sort of on is working really well because last month I didn't buy a single book. Because see, even though I received books, I didn't buy them. So it's not like I'm doing anything because it's a book buying ban. You're not buying. And I see with subscription boxes, like I did receive 4 books from the Wire Chronicles throughout the month, but it's like I bought that stuff in advance, so it doesn't kind of feel like I'm being bought this month. And yeah, that's how it is. So what I am actually doing is waiting for the financial year because I'll get my tax return. You buy stuff with your tax return money, so I'm going to buy books because I'm saving up. Like, I haven't used one of my Project 5s at all. Like, not since I started. Like, I haven't used one all year, and I feel very proud of myself. So I've saved up like at least 9 at the moment, so I'm going to use them to buy some books that I've been really wanting. So yeah. And just to add a mini book haul here, the book I bought this month was Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, and I'm already started to read it. So excited. And what page am I up to? I'm up to page 58, and I'm already like dying and loving it and just being very sad about everything, but I can't wait to read this. It's 700 pages though. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be dead. Like, pretty much ACOWAR and Lord of Shadows are the 2 most anticipated books this year, and it's so annoying because with Lady Midnight I did read that like 8 months late, so the wait for this book wasn't that bad, but now I'll have to wait 2 years. 2 years for the 3rd book, and I'm like, damn it, this book's gonna leave on the biggest cliffhanger. I can feel it. Someone gonna die, someone gonna be upset, something's gonna go wrong, it's just not gonna be right. I'm gonna be spewing, and I'm just gonna be stewing about it for like 2 whole years. I'm gonna be like 21 by then, like what even? And also guys, because I am doing the Emoji-a-thon, I'm not going to pick any TBR books this month because I just really want to focus on doing the challenges because it's a week-long readathon, so that isn't going to be happening for this month. I will get right back into it next month. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this wrap up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!